WWE wrestlers fight all kinds of opponents, and they've even had battles with superheroes from time to time. This is why I can add reason number 73 to my book, Why Wrestling is Great. More specifically, WWE stars have gotten physical with actors who have played superhero characters, for one reason or another. Let's take a look at the times the worlds of wrestling and comic books clashed. What do Zack Ryder and Wolverine have in common? They've both got sweet looking hair, so having them team up is a no-brainer, and that's what happened in 2011. X-Men actor Hugh Jackman was guest hosting Raw when Dolph Ziggler and Vickie Guerrero interrupted. Ziggler mocked underdogs and referred to them as losers, so Jackman decided to find an underdog in WWE to challenge the show off to a match. He found the perfect competitor in Zack Ryder, and the two headed for the ring. While Jackman wasn't in the match, he did get physical. In typical villain fashion, Vickie slapped Ryder while he was down. To help even things up, Jackman decked Ziggler across the face, allowing the internet champion to get the win. Even though they were enemies this time, Dolph Ziggler and Hugh Jackman would become allies in about 3 years. Before the release of X-Men Days of Future Past, Wolverine himself stopped by Raw. He and Ziggler buried the hatchet, but Damien Sandow, dressed as Magneto, came out to spoil the moment. This gave Jackman another opportunity to try his hand at wrestling, by performing a hip toss on the intellectual savior of the masses before the show-off hit the zigzag. Some people liked it, some people hated it, but I loved it. Come on, it's Wolverine in WWE, it's awesome! While basketball is what he's well known for, Shaquille O'Neal's dabbled in the world of superheroes. In 1987, Shaq played the role of DC hero Steel in the film of the same name. Similar to Iron Man, Steel doesn't have any powers, and relies on his armor and weapons to get the job done. In 2009, Shaq was the guest host of Raw, and after running with Chris Jericho, he set up a tag team match between Crime Time and Jero Show. The former superhero also gave himself the role of guest enforcer, and ended up having to get his hands dirty. The Big Show began going on a rampage during the match, resulting in his team getting disqualified. With everyone down, the world's largest athlete provoked Shaq until the former superhero had to get into the ring. The two giants stared each other down until Big Show tried to choke O'Neal out. The Shaq attack fought back by throwing his own hand around Show's neck until Crime Time jumped in to help out. To end the confrontation, Shaq knocked Big Show down with a shoulder and sent him packing. Roughly 7 years after their first encounter, the two stars clashed once again at WrestleMania 32. As a surprise final entrant in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, Shaquille O'Neal came running down towards the ring and confronted Big Show. Of course, this time, the two megastars weren't alone, and it was Kane that tried to take both men down. The Big Man Machine's plan backfired when Big Show and Shaq gave him a double chokeslam. After the two giants cleared the ring, they looked each other in the eyes and tried to choke the other man out. Their fight was interrupted when the other participants teamed up to eliminate both competitors. Big Show had later challenged Shaq to a match at WrestleMania 33, but WWE eventually canceled those plans. It'd still be cool to see these two face off, but if they never do, they still created some awesome moments. Here's one of my favorites on the list. In 2015, Stephen Amell, who plays the Green Arrow, was attending a WWE event. Stardust, who had been obsessing over the superhero for weeks, got in Amell's face and shoved him down. Amell responded by jumping the barricade and attacking the Prince of Dark Matter. After some arguing with Triple H, Amell and Neville got a tag team match between them, Stardust, and King Barrett at SummerSlam. When the two teams got square off, Neville was the one that started, but once Stardust entered the match, he demanded the Green Arrow be the one that he face. Amell took his fair share of abuse and walked out with a nasty bruise, but the superhero showed that he was more than just an actor by landing several moves on his opponents. The highlight came when Amell got on the top turnbuckle and hit both Stardust and Barrett with a crossbody. This gave Neville the opportunity to hit the Red Arrow, which got them the victory. In 2010, Mickey Rourke was taking on Tony Stark in Iron Man 2 as the villain Whiplash. Before that, Rourke got some experience when he got in the ring with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 25. After defeating Jimmy Snuka, Roddy Piper, and Ricky Steamboat, Jericho challenged Rourke to a fight. The actor took Y2J up on the offer and got ready to square off. Putting his boxing background to use, Mickey Rourke gave Jericho a few demonstrations before knocking him down with a right hand. Not wanting any more of that, Chris Jericho left the ring and Rourke celebrated with Ric Flair. While he's probably best known as the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the first, and so far only person, to play the Batman villain Mr. Freeze on the big screen. A couple of years after playing the supervillain, Arnold made a special appearance on SmackDown. He met up with a lot of WWE stars, but his highlight came during the main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin needed some assistance, and Schwarzenegger was happy to help out. The former Mr. Freeze handed Stone Cold a steel chair to clobber Triple H with. The game, of course, wasn't happy about this, which meant that Arnold needed to get his hands dirty. Schwarzenegger ducked a strike from Triple H and countered with a backhand slap and a few punches for good measure. Ironically enough, Triple H would induct Arnold into the WWE Hall of Fame about 16 years later. I don't know about you, but I would say the team-up of Stone Cold and Mr. Freeze was pretty cool. Stephen Amell is my favorite. Which superhero actor on this list was yours? Leave your answer in the comments, and keep the fun going by watching every wrestler appearance in Marvel movies. I'm Zach from Tap Out Corner, and take it easy.